thought I'd do a quick get ready with me video using some of the newer products that I have purchased. I have already put on foundation, and I'm using the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Yulong. I had this foundation before in Mont Blanc, and I liked it, but it was a little, just a tad too dark for me. Nars foundations tend to oxidize on me, and it wasn't, when I put it on, it was fine, but then it would oxidize a little bit and be just a tad too dark. And so when I found out that they had added some shades, and they did this a while ago, I just wasn't going to buy another foundation until I had run out of one that I had. I am trying it again in one of the newer shades, and it's Yulong, which I believe is just like a hair lighter. It's still neutral than Mont Blanc is. And I do think that it is a really good shade match for me. Okay, so I have already done that. So blush wise, I got another of the small Patrick Ta blushes. Now that he's making kind of the mini size, I like that because it's not, the fact of the matter is I'm probably not going to use it all, so why pay the higher price for more product when I'm not going to use all the product as it is. And I had been interested in She Goes to the Gym, and they made that one in a small one. So, wow, that looks really red on my viewfinder. It's not red. It's kind of purpley. It is very pigmented, perhaps, which is kind of the problem that I have with most of the Patrick Ta stuff, is that it's made for darker skin tones than I have. I have the She's Seductive, which I like a lot, and She's That Girl, and now we've got this one. So I'm gonna put it on the Patrick Ta way and start with the powder. I'm gonna use a pretty fluffy brush that I've got. Let's hope I can keep it under control. Okay. It is a nice color. It just is a little made for somebody with that isn't this fair, because that's a lot. Okay, and then I will put the little bit of the cream on top. To give it that more skin-like texture. Often I find on these Patrick Ta blushes that the cream is less pigmented than the powder. So putting the cream on top kind of tones it down just a little bit. Okay, it's a very pretty color, but I feel like it's almost a more winter color for me, giving me that kind of that aspen cheek, which is pretty, but not very springy. So then I got some of the MAC, what are they? Multisculpt matte paint things, and I got Stone and Buffed Up. So Stone, I think everybody knows Stone. It's that very cool tone taupe. Then Buffed Up is kind of a brown. So you can tell it's a warmer version. This is buffed up and this is stone. I think because this is so pink, I'm going to use buffed up instead of stone. These are unlike any kind of liquid shadow that I've ever used. I haven't tried the Makeup by Mario ones, and I'm wondering how they compare, because I've heard those blend out really well. These blend out great. You don't need a lot. I'm just going to put a little bit there. They give you time to work. But it's really pretty. Easy peasy. Oakley! My cat up and gone, and she missed me, so now she's crying because I'm not in the room she's in. So then what I'm going to do, it wasn't exactly a plan, but I didn't bring any shiny stuff down here. So I've got an Hourglass palette, and I think I'm just going to try using it on top, maybe just to give it a little bit of sheen. Let's see how this works. May not do anything. Yeah, I don't know that did anything. Doesn't look bad. Let's try that. The strobe one that's in here. See how that goes. Yeah. Kitty's here now. It did kind of make it hazier. Don't want to do a ton. Just gonna use, I didn't buy any brow stuff, so I'm gonna use some of the Merit. Looks a little dark over here. I'm going to let it dry and then I'll comb through it. It'll probably help it out a little bit. I think I'm just going to do a little bit of black and smudge it in just on the root line. That's just the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal in black. Okay. Another thing that I just bought was another color of the Maybelline Sky High Last Sensational. Really liked this when I tried it before. And it came in this kind of burgundy color. What I had hoped was that this would work really well for my green eyes, and I think it does. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, cut all that out. So this has a super flexible plastic wand. But I think having that purpley non-black color really helps the green in my eyes stand out. I don't know. I really like it. Let's fix the brows a little bit. This is a little dark. There we go. Brush that product through. Then I finally got the Make Up Forever Wherever Walnut Light, or light, yeah, Wherever Walnut Light pencil. I never had the Wherever Walnut. It just looked too dark for me. But when I saw this color, I'm like, I gotta try that color. And I feel like this color was just made for me. It is my lip color, but a little cooler. So I can just line that part of your lip that is like part of the lips, but it's not the color of your lips. I can line it in this color so that my lips are a little bit bigger. Not truly overlining, but just, I don't know, maximizing the lip space. But because of the coolness, it also adds a little shadows, which also helps. I don't know, I really like it. It's like my perfect color. I don't know enough about this formula to know if it will be my favorite formula. Goes on really easy. I like that it's a wooden pencil. I don't know. Really pleased with this color. And then I got the Eadem, one of the more recent colors of the Eadem Chouchou Lift Softening Balm in Chateau Rose. I think it's like a sparkly light pink. I have Fig Sauce, and then I have the one that came out at Christmas time that's brown. It's like chocolate or something. And so I love this formula because it lasts on me, but I liked that this just was a real soft pink color. So there you go. Just adds a little something very easy. Still getting used to the shorter hair. I think I cut off about 8 inches. There you go. Some of the new products I have purchased either from Sephora or other places.